Hi there, welcome in the garden to learn a song together for you and your ukulele. It's called Unintended by Muse, and it's great because it's technically in E minor, this beautiful melody, but actually there's no E minors practically. We're going to play a normal E, an E major, and in a slightly different way, maybe one you're not used to. It's lots of fun to look at, and there's also a little riff at the beginning that adds a bit of finger picking to this song that sounds like this. Before we get started, I must extend a huge thank you to the wonderful patrons supporting these lessons and making these exist, simply. So if you want to join the lovely people funding the many hours I put into these lessons, well then you can do so on patreon.com/ukulele road trips, and then you can also get all the tabs and all the song sheets for all the songs. Yes. But let's have a look at the song that's very much what was intended. So first things first, how are we playing the E? Well, usually we play it 4-4-4-2, maybe with all fingers or just with ring finger and index. But actually here we're going to play it in a slightly different way. Maybe you noticed while I was playing the riff at the beginning, we're actually playing it index on the first fret and then little finger on the fourth fret of the C string, and then open E and then second fret of the last string, the A string. And it's a very lovely E because it's quite pure. You've got two E's, G sharp, B, and that's how we're going to play it. So if this is really too hard for your fingers, then you can just play it the way you're used to. But I really recommend practicing this shape. It's easier on smaller ukuleles, obviously, so grab your soprano if you want. And once you've got this chord ringing nicely, the loop is E. You could be my A minor, unintended, D, D da da da, and then to a G. And then to a D da C da da B7 da 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 D, and then back to the E. So what's gonna maybe need a bit of practice is moving from this B7 here, 4-3-2 open, to a 1-4 open 2. D. You see, usually in a lot of songs, maybe you'd have an E minor here. But here, the fact that we've always got an E major, it brightens the sadness. So it's a bit of a tear with a smile, this song, because you've got a bit of both worlds, if you see what I mean. And these chords are the whole song. There's nothing else apart from this loop. Well, that's not exactly true. There's a riff and lots of other chords right at the end. They all kept them for a last line there. But the way to play this is fairly straightforward. It's this loop with the finger picking pattern of thumb 2 3 2 4 3 2 3 thumb 3 2, right? And on all the chords this way. Da, 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 dee, da. So every time I'm playing thumb 2 3 2 4 3 2 3, and by this I mean thumb 2 3 4 5, to avoid any confusion, or to cause lots of confusion, sorry, across the pond. And now we're going to start singing. Here are the lyrics. Hopefully this is working. Here we go. So I'll take. Every time we start singing a verse or a chorus, we start singing on the same note, albeit sometimes very high, sometimes normal height. The G sharp here, which is your first fret of the G string. Dee da da, dee da da, whichever height suits you. And it sounds like this, straight with the finger picking. You could be my unintended choice to live my life extended. You could be the one I owe with love. And here the slash means we've got two finger picking patterns of E. Otherwise, each chord, as you've noticed, gets one finger picking pattern of P2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3. On to the second part of the verse. You could be the one who listens to my deepest inquisition. So every time the letter lands on top of a bit of the word, that means that bit of the word is landing at the same time as your thumb, as that's the first note of the pattern. You could be the B7 one, I'll always love. 2 bars of that. And then we sing again the same note, la, but if you can, which I'm not going to do, way higher. La. Whew, that high. I'm not doing that. I'll be there as soon as I can. Here you've got I'll be there as soon. There's a soo and then A minor on the sec. Ooh. I'll be there as soon as I can, but I'm busy manning all the... Here in the document that goes with this lesson, it's underlined and there's a little plus which it's not possible to put it here, but basically the mending is a tiny bit higher than perhaps you might expect. It's 1 note higher. That's quite nice to change. But I'm busy mending. It's not but I'm busy mending. It's but I'm busy mending all the pieces of the life I had before. Oh, that E major every time, it brightens the whole line. Make sure you get the voice playing the right notes, because the beauty of this melodic line is to get a voice that's quite pure, quite settled, so the melody really lingers, lasts. I've actually written the melody just in tabs, so you can make sure to practice that with your voice if you're finding this melody a bit challenging. So we've just sang the chorus, but after the last chorus we've actually got something quite different to end the song on. I'll just do the but I'm busy mending all the pieces of the life I had before. E before you. A minor 7. And then we've got an F major 7 here. And then he goes on the oohs a bit on this note, ooh, on the A, B, ooh, and then E4. Ooh, we finish singing on a B here, ooh, and E to finish off with ooh, and an E0. Let me do that again at normal speed. The life I had before, E, before you. Ooh. And here we have the E4, which is open, 2, 4, open 2. Ooh, 2 of them, another one. Ooh, and then an E, full plucking pattern, and then just to open E string. Okay, now just a look at the intro, which is the riff that I've written E star, and then it repeats itself, but slightly differently. So I've named that E star star. That's 4 beats of that, 4 beats of that, and then 2 times 4 beats of just a normal plucking pattern on 2 B7s. So 2 plucking patterns. And the way this is played is like this. And now that's the B7s. I'll just do that slowly for you. And then plucking pattern here. What you need to be quite aware of is where are the hammer-ons, because some notes are not all plucked. It's pluck, 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 and then pluck, hammer on here, and then here it's all plucked with your ring finger of the right hand, and then here we have a hammer on as we start again onto the first fret of the G string, and here we've had that again. So make sure you just practice that slowly and that that it's quite in the beat, right? This song has got a very strong beat and then a beautiful melodic line on top of that. If you want to change, if you want to move away from the original song, you can actually add a strumming pattern to lend a bit of a change inside of the song. So verse number 2 you could play, for example, with down, 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 up, down, down. And that means down big, down small, down big, and then down up small. And we've got 2 patterns like that per chord, as we've got 4 beats per chord. So it'll be like this. Second verse. First there was the one who challenged all my dreams and all my balance. She could never be as good as you. Feel free to improvise a bit inside the strumming pattern, that's quite alright actually. Chorus. I'll be there as soon as I can, but I'm busy mending all the pieces of the life I had before you. Well, make sure to have a rhythm, unlike me just then at the end. Have a lovely summer, or whatever season you're in, and enjoy your beautiful day singing this lovely melody. See you soon for more tutorials. Bye-bye.